Quant genuinely passed worth examination. According to the latest data gathered, the continuous expense of Quant sort of in a real sense is 7402, and QNT especially is by and by situated in the actually fundamentally entire crypto climate, which especially essentially is very huge in a very large manner. The spread stockpile of Quant in every practical sense for the most part is 12,072,738, with a market cap of 893,647,847, which essentially is genuinely huge, with a development in its trading volume and market cap. The Quant's expense explicitly sort of has shown a good addition of 1592 at this point, in an especially sort of large manner, from latest 7 days. The QNT by and large in every practical sense was an extraordinary entirely vertical example, and extended by 4018, which in a real sense especially is very huge for the most part. In opposition to prevalent thinking, Quant really has shown solid areas for very as of late, and this could have been nice an entryway to make a plunge, and for the most part contribute in an unpretentious manner, which is very huge inside the latest 1 month. The expense of QNT reduced by 48,642, killing a mind-blowing typical measure of 7011 from its continuous worth, or so they in every way that really matters thought, which is genuinely huge. This startling down suggests that the coin especially by and large is in plunge at the very sort of present time, suggesting that it will in general truly be a nice buy, a for the most part especially expected sort of entryway for quick hypothesis, or so they thought truly in spite of mainstream thinking. The 90 days cost change especially is close 5776, and the expense flowed from a base common expense of 17,497 to most prominent kind of ordinary expense of 19,440 in the past 90 days really, as opposed to mainstream thinking. Quant basically especially is someplace close 5682, with the best regular expense of the coin, quite was around 21,591. And the base normal worth of in a real sense for the most part was around 20,013 in past 4 months in a by and large significant manner. Quant QNT worth assumption figure for 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025 and 2030 at prediction. We quite expect future Quant cost assumptions can measure by applying significant man-made cognizance, explicitly helped commonly concentrated assessment on the very past worth data of Quant in a genuinely large manner in a significant way. We truly do our absolute best to by and large truly accumulate most noteworthy credible data for the QNT coin, which fundamentally consolidate various limits like super past worth, Quant market cap, Quant volume, and barely any more, essentially especially in opposition to mainstream thinking, extremely in spite of prevalent thinking, in case you certainly explicitly are wanting to sort of placed assets into most certainly sort of electronic computerized types of cash and need pretty extraordinary benefit from your hypotheses. Most certainly generally make a highlight, especially scrutinize our assumptions in a very significant manner. Quant worth assumption 2022. According to our significant kind of truly concentrated assessment on by and large past worth data of QNT in 2022, the expense of Quant essentially is expected to for the most part arrive at in any event of 7637. In an especially significant manner, or so they truly thought. The QNT cost can especially fundamentally show up at a biggest level of 8982 with the normal trading cost of 7951, which is very critical. Quant worth assumption 2023, the expense of Quant generally fundamentally is expected to especially reach basically level of 10,793 in 2023 or so. They actually basically thought the Quant cost can explicitly show up at a biggest level of 13,584, with the run-of-the-mill cost of 11,111 all through 2023. In a decently especially significant manner, truly in opposition to mainstream thinking. QNT worth figure for 2024 to 2025, as per the figure cost, and decently extremely particular assessment in 2024, the expense of Quant explicitly in a real sense, is expected to fundamentally explicitly reach at the certainly the sort of minimal level of 15,745, in an unpretentious manner which really is very critical. The QNT cost can basically show up at a most in every way that really matters beautiful outrageous level of 18,487, with the common trading cost of 16,301, which in every way that really matters is genuinely critical, kind of in opposition to mainstream thinking. The expense of one quant in every practical sense basically should explicitly reach essentially level of 23,264 in 2025, in an unpretentious manner, extremely in spite of prevalent thinking. The QNT cost can generally explicitly show up at a biggest level of 27,625, with a run-of-the-mill cost of 23,916 all through 2025, which most certainly is very huge. Quant worth gauge 2026 quant cost fundamentally is gauged to sort of show up at a most negligible possible level of 33,551 in 2026 in an extremely significant manner. As per our disclosures, the QNT cost could in every way that really matters for the most part show up at a most by and large outrageous possible level of 40,369. With the run-of-the-mill guess cost of 34,747, in a sort of significant manner. Quant worth conjecture 2027, according to our significant specific assessment on extremely past worth data of QNT in 2027, the expense of Quant generally truly is gauged to actually especially be at around a base, commonly in every practical sense worth of 49,732. In a genuinely significant way in a significant manner, the Quantus team kind of especially worth can explicitly generally show up at a constraint of 58,324, with the normal trading pretty worth of 51,469. An UST which is genuinely huge in a significant way. Quant QNT worth estimate 2028, the expense of Quant generally basically is expected to in every practical sense reach at the extremely in every way that really matters in a real sense, the least entirely all expectations and purposes, worth of 70,775 in 2028. Which is genuinely huge. The quant cost could especially in every practical sense show up at an undoubtedly certainly outrageous extremely worth of 86,673, with the run-of-the-mill trading cost of 73,348 all through 2028, which truly is very huge. Quant worth assumption check 2029, as per the measure, and genuinely particular assessment in 2029, the expense of Quant truly should basically reach at the actually the least worth of 107,854. Which explicitly